how's it going? Isabella here from Aquazone Aquarium Services, Ponds and Chickens. My birds and shirt. So the $1,000,000 question that's been going around fish channels lately is, would you have all the aquariums you have right now if it wasn't for YouTube? Mainly a lot of people said if I didn't have the YouTube money to budget all these aquariums, I couldn't afford all of them. I personally currently am running 12 aquariums, most of which are more or less 100-gallon and up. And I also have a 35,000-gallon pond. And I have like hundreds of aquariums I maintain on the daily basis in Montreal. So my business is not so much YouTube. YouTube maybe pays like some food for the fish, but overall, YouTube is not what supports me. My answer to the question is, yeah, I would probably have still my 12 aquariums or more and my pond, all of it, because my passion is truly keeping fish, breeding fish. Now, my secret to this is that I low stock my tanks. Now, even though I do weekly water changes of all my 12 tanks, and my pond also gets water changes, I keep the stocking quite low. I've learned this over the years that if you understock and your tank has plenty of space, your fish are happier. No matter how many water changes or cleaning you can do, having low population in your tanks is the key. It's not how much effort you put into cleaning, it's really keeping it spaced out. So all my tanks right now, I'm gonna show you, they don't have as many fish in it as the tank would support, but they're much happier, they have better territories. And as far as goes for budgeting for my tanks, I don't know, it's just my pocket money that pays for them. I work my ass off to be able to afford all my pets and keep them happy, healthy. Also, I try to grow my own food for the fish, or I have a client that's really sweet. Thank you so much, Vanessa. She gives me some live worms that she uses for her reptiles, and the worms that are uneaten for the reptiles are reused in my aquariums. Now the chickens will get a bit of that too. Other than that, I make my own homemade food, but food is not really like the matter. All my filtration right now is powered with air or small pumps, wave makers. So my electrical bill has gone down quite considerably since changing all my filtrations to air-based filtration, air pumps. All my lights are LEDs. As far as energy consumption, I say maybe, I'm really estimating because I have no idea, but let's say between $30 to $60 depending on the season. In the summer, I don't really heat my tanks except the discus. When it comes to the pond, that's a whole other ball game. That's like, but my husband helps me out with the pond a lot because the pond is the expensive thing to run because of the pumps. For the winter, I'm gonna make a video also. We're gonna include a heater inside of the pond, and that in itself, the heater is like a pool heater, and running the cable, the separate breaker. But yeah, let's go look at my tanks and see what I have. Alright, so first off, I have my Discus Tank, which you've seen in several of my videos. I'm going to keep this video in the same format so you don't get confused. In here, we have 9 adult discus, some stunted rescues. What can we do? Some that are doing amazingly even though they were rescued, as these guys. The angelfish are here only temporarily. I always bring in some angelfish, grow them out, and sell them. They're always for my clients. A lot of the Siamese algae eaters are also grow outs. These are also grow outs. So a lot of the fish just come back and forth a little bit, but overall, it's not overstocked. And this is the tank that's the most stock that I have. So that's the Discus Tank. Then we have my Central American tank with my cowboy hat on top of it, with these beautiful specimens, all from Central America. I just fed them so they would come out, because otherwise they're always mostly in the rocks, just doing their own territories. There's several different fish in here. I'm not gonna name them all. Check out my other videos. So that's 150 gallon. Central America tank. It's only powered by like that pump that shoots up into this. And then next to it, a bit cloudy, I'm sorry, I added some new substrate for the plants. We have my 110 gallon, I don't know, guppy and miscellaneous tank. Like, we just have a bunch of different fish in here, so it is what it is. And this is like my misfits tank, mostly for growing plants, hence why I added some substrate. Just a bunch of fish that people give me, my tailless Akara. I know you guys are surprised, right? He's still alive, hold on. There you go. Yes, he's still alive. I don't kill my fish. I keep them for years on end, even though they don't have a tail. Ah, he's coming towards us. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Really quick view of this one because I have to update you about it. That's my reef tank. Still alive, doing good. That's my 75 gallon miscellaneous Tanganyikan grow out breeding projects. We have some Neolamprologus something red top in here, growing out some baby plecos. They're having their babies in there also. We have baby frontosas on this side. He jumped over. So that's this tank. Also another breeding project of Neolamprologus pulcher right here. Breeding colony actually. Beautiful little specimen with their blue eyes. Babies, where are you, babies? So very simple, very low stocking. Even though it's breeder tanks, I keep it very low stock, so I'm able to provide them a better environment. Let's go up and look what else we have. Right on top here we have my pride and joy. I love this fish. He is huge. He doesn't like anybody. He is now the length of this tank. I upgraded this tank literally 3 times, and he is the width of it. He won't see much because he always comes to you. He's very sweet though. With me, he's sweet, but with other fish, he kills them. So let's try to feed him a bit. There you go. Look at his beautiful colors. My pride and joy, which is a male. He's a bit like a flower horn, to be honest. Actually, they made flower horns out of these type of species from Central America. He used to live in my 150 right here, but he killed half the population, so... And as you can see, it's all stacked up racks. Like a real fish room in here. See? Like this, like that. Alright, let's go see the others. What do we have here? We have another fish rack. Yay! Those are my frontosas. It's red in here because I had to dim the light, and the only thing I had was like red tape, so I just put red tape. So it kind of looks like a grow lamp, but it's not. This is my breeder male. That's his pregnant girlfriends. This is Moba frontosa, by the way, just if you're wondering. Super easy to maintain this tank. It's all underneath filtration, air filtration, I guess. I have some sponges in here. I have this that moves the caca off the floor. Just basically a water change. That's all I gotta do. In here we have, I'm sorry, there's a bit of algae in the glass, but it is what it is. I'm breeding some giant ram's horn snails. And I also have a breeding colony of Neolamprologus multifasciatus, Tanganyikan shell waters. I don't mess much with this tank, I just water change it. Also, air filtration, super easy. And next to them, we have 2 different types of shell dwellers also. We have the ocellatus, right here. We have the brevis. I can't wait for them to breed. Like, maybe I'm just not there enough to see them make babies, but I haven't seen any babies happening here. So, but they're all in here. There's about 8 specimens. There you go. I don't know, maybe they're breeding and I'm just not catching them, so we'll have to wait and see what's going on. But as you can see, super low stocking for a 40 gallon. There's like 8 tiny shell dwellers in here, and that's the whole point. That's how you should keep it. So this big tank right here is my Madagascar setup. 135 gallons of Madagascar fish for the most part, except a few Tanganyikans, rock dwellers, sand dwellers. Well, what do we have here? So this is not so low stock, but for 135 gallons, it's good enough. You know, we're not gonna complain. It's due for a water change, so it's a bit crappy right now. So, and the lighting is dimmed. I also put the lid of a Tupperware to dim it, to not have so much algae, because yeah, but they're doing well. They're very healthy. They need a little water change today. Other than that, my last to last tank is just plant grow out tank and snails, and it's like infirmary if ever I have any fish that are sick. So there you go, guys. This is the resume of all my tanks and why I would have them despite, you know, whether there's YouTube or not. I'm not doing any of my tanks for the views. I just keep them for the pleasure because I truly love fish tanks. It's not YouTube, it's not, you know, for Instagram. It's just for me because I'm a fish addict. What can I say? It's better that than crap. Alright, thanks so much guys for watching. I'll see you next time.